Today, we are going to work on a Lofty landing page. So, if you guys don't know what landing pages are, in Lofty, these are individual pages that you can create to help you with your marketing. So, as you can see, there's all kinds of landing pages in here. So, what I like to use these landing pages for is if you have a home evaluation, if you want to send this out to your sellers just so they can find out what their home is worth. And just a quick note, I am using the free Lofty website that is through eXp Realty. Well, it's not free. It comes within our $85 a month. And so I don't have a lot of the upgrades and the things that comes with the $49 a month, but we still can create beautiful landing pages for your business. So today we're going to work on a buyer's guide. So the first thing you're going to do is create your buyer's guide or seller's guide. At eXp, we get Canva Pro for free. And we already have a lot of templates in here. This is the one that I'm going to use today. But if I wanted to add, let's see, I'll put in sellers. Now I already have Canva, but this already has the Canva templates in here for eXp. So I don't have to think like if you're an agent just that wants to use the company brand, then these are some of the templates that we have that are already at eXp. So everything you see in here, carousels, listing presentations. I put in seller, but you can put in buyer. And then these are a lot of the buyer's guides and things we have from everything from social media. So these are the guide. This is where I'm going to use the guide for today for the buyer's guide. Today we're going to work on the buyer's guide. So these are some of the landing pages that I created, and I have some for, areas. You work new construction, or if you work in a certain area, you can create a landing page for that area and then send that out to people, or you can use it on your social media, use it in your email list, or you can use it any way that you want people to just land on one page and not your full website. Because you don't want people to get lost. If you want the sellers to receive a home evaluation or to find out what their property is worth, you want them just to land on that page. So when you're on this page, this is the page where all your landing pages that you've completed or, you've started. This is how you're going to edit the landing page. Say if you have a great design and you're like, I'm just going to copy this design, and I'm not like, for neighborhoods, you may want 5 or 6, 10. You can create as many as these as you want. So you may, if you have a design you like, you can just go ahead and copy the page. And this link right here, this one, you'll be able to post it on social media. And then of course we know this is delete. Now, since I am not paying the extra $49 a month, if you are paying, there's an extra airplane that would be here, and you're able to text that over to people, or you're able to mass email it out. So I don't have that, and I'm okay with it. So I'm just going to show you guys how to use, what I have. So if you click on this one here, then you're able to come up with a social media post. I'm in the one that's for Mableton, Georgia. Well, as you can see, AI is creating me a post here. So if I want to use this, I read it. Sounds amazing. It puts it together. It adds a photo. There's the link. And then if you have all of your social media in, then you can add it to these different ones. So all of your social media would be here, and then you could automatically, post it to your social media and then post it here. You can edit, come up with a date and time that you would like this to post. But this makes it easy for you to be able to post to your social media so you're able to get content out. And then this shows you what it's going to look like on the different platforms. Okay. So even Google My Business, if you guys want to post it on Google My Business, if you don't like how this sounds and you want to change it, you can do that as well. So this is just how you can get more content out. And then, so let's create a landing page. Now, you guys, again, I only have what I have because I'm only, I'm not paying the extra $49 a month. So of course we know that the templates are very limited, but we're going to create just a buyer's guide. Okay. And I'm going to name this test buyer's guide. You're going to name it whichever page you're working on. And then the source, where do I want this to come from? A website, social media, where is the source? If I was posting this on my YouTube, I could post it there. I just want to know that when I use this link, where are these people coming from? So you got to think about, where are what's going to be the source of this lead? Okay. So as you can see, there's tons of things in here. Realtor.com, there's tons of things in here. There's tons of, ways that let's just use this. So when someone clicks on this and they sign up, then I'll know that it's come from, Internet Other. And then I like to rename my URL. So I would just name this test buyers. And it just keeps it simple. Okay. So I just like to rename this. So I know exactly what it is. So it's not like a bunch of numbers and letters. Okay. So then we're going to save it and it's going to bring me to the page where here it is right here. Okay. So there it is. And then to edit it again, we're going to just click on it. And this is this is what the page looks like. But again, there's not a lot that we can add. There's no themes, there's no fonts. The blocks they're all locked except this this, I could add this if I wanted to. I can add some featured listings. It's just limited on what we can do. So let's just work with what we have now and then I'll see if we want to add anything else. So I would change out this photo here. I would replace this with a photo of a home. And this is all of my photos. You guys, a lot of these photos can be found on kirkwoodboulevard.com. And I always talk about the importance of having beautiful photos for your website and social media. So I'm going to replace it with this photo. Let's see what this looks like. And again, I wouldn't keep the alt text just to say that. I would say primary bedroom. You want to rename it Atlanta, Georgia. You want to name it whatever it is. Okay, so I'm going to do that for mobile and the website. Okay, and again, if you wanted this just to be a color, you can, a slideshow or a video, you could do that as well. But we're just going to select a photo, but you could add a video in here. And you guys remember it is limited. So I am going to be able to just, if I want it to be full screen, I can. I don't think I want it to be full screen. That's too small. The exact height. Okay, so this is this part. And if you guys want to go in here and change the text on here, you change it here. This is for this top part up here. And then this writing down here is for this small writing here. And if you wanted that to be a little bigger, I think you can make it a little bigger. Okay, and then again, we're going to always check on mobile to see what it looks like. Okay, so if you want to see what it's going to look like, you click on this on preview, and that shows you exactly what the page will look like. And then you can go back to edit up in the left-hand corner, back to edit. I don't know why it's not changing right here, but let's push publish, and then let's go out and come back. Okay, it is updated. Okay, it's updated now. Okay, so then this section here, and again, remember, we're going to work by different blocks. So this block here, we're going to, there's only so much we can change in here. So you can change this, okay? And then you can change this here. It's that right there. And then this part right here. So this is where you're going to upload your buyer's guide. We're going to replace it, and we're going to replace it on mobile. So why we want to have this behind, we want them to be able to sign up to receive the item. So there we have it uploaded. And then I would probably add a block in here. The blocks are very limited, remember? I don't need my agent information. We could add in some reviews, and then it has my information down below. If I wanted to change anything on here, I can change to our agent and then my information. If I wanted to add another agent, I can. If I want to redirect it to another URL, I can. The carousel's on. This is a carousel. I added these photos. And then let's see, I'm going to take it off of that. Let's see what this looks like. Let's publish. And to view it, you guys, you're going to click this little right here, view site. This is to preview it. But if we want to see what it's going to look like live, and only way you can see it is once it's published. So this is what the page looks like. Has my reviews, has all of my social media, has my other website. And then, so if I want to share this link here, if I want to email it out, text it out, send it over to people, post it on social media, grab my buyer's guide, you're going to use this link right here. So this is the link that we changed in the beginning. Okay, so this is the page. You know what I haven't used? Hold on. I've never used a slideshow. Let's try a slideshow. I've never used a slideshow. We can put in 5 photos. 8 photos. Whoa, 8 one at a time. Yeah, I've never done a slideshow, you guys. Let's just see what it will look like. Use the same one. And again, as you can tell, photos matter. So These photos are for sale on kirkwoodboulevard.com and just beautiful, bright photos. So I can add up to 8 photos. Let's see, we'll do this one. It won't let me add them. And again, we're going to change the alt text. We're always going to change that so it speaks to Google. And as you notice, I am putting in photos that are, none are like vertical, horizontal. They're all horizontal photos. They're all wide. Okay, let's see. Do we have any living rooms? Let's put this bathroom. Okay, please configure images for mobile. Let's see, for mobile, we're going to, I guess for mobile, you still upload 8 photos. You guys, all of these photos, I've taken each one of these photos. So you're not going to see these photos on no one else's social media because I took each and every last one of these photos myself. Oh, you can put in, oh, that's the slide transition. You can slide or fade, which is interesting. You show the dots at the bottom, but we don't want to show the dots. And let's see what it looks like on mobile. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Okay, my buyer's guide is there, my reviews, and then, okay, so for your guide settings, here's your guide settings. If you want to add some tags, you can. If you want to add, what you want them to fill out, and then the submit button here. And if you want to change the button color, let me see, turn on to preview the button action. Okay, and then for the button action, you click this, and then you can write a message here if you want. You can change this message to say something else. You want to change this message to say, check your email, or if it's an instant download, then you'll be able to see. You can change this message here to say whatever. This right here is this here. So you can change that. So there's a message after they fill out their information. Okay, so that one is done. That's how you do it for a buyer's guide. And then if you wanted to do the seller's guide, you can do kind of the same thing. It's the same thing. If you have a listing, you can send out your listing. If you're hosting a live tour, you can send out that. You want to go back and see the test buyer, you can click on that and see what it looks like. Okay, it's just a 1 page. And then again, if you want to edit, copy, send this out. So that is it, you guys. I just wanted to show you guys really quick how to create a landing page on Lofty. Leave down in the comments if you want to see me create another landing page, or if you have any questions about landing pages, you can leave a comment down below.